Oh, it looks like I'm live. All right. That was quicker than I expected it to be. Let me get over to YouTube. I'm always running a little bit behind. I feel like that's the story of my life. Just waiting for it to load up over here. And here it comes. Just slowly, the circle of doom. We're circling, we're circling. We're still circling. Hey, what do you know? Some more circling. Come on, YouTube, get with it. Okay, already muted. That's good. And, oh, that's not what I wanted. Don't do that. Down to do that. Let's put this on live chat. Maybe. Live chat. I'm the only one here. But that's okay. Shit happens. Okay. So here we go. We're going to start by, still have to take some of the marker off. And I still don't have the other two baby heads done yet. But we're going to start with these ones. It's not like we're going to finish the whole thing tonight. That never happens. I can't find my rubbing alcohol, so, and this may have been on too long. We may just have to trim it away because you're supposed to put the alcohol on. It works best if you do it right after. Some of it's coming away. Hey, Francis. Boo. Hi, Rebecca. How you doing? I have buffering here. I hope that you guys do not have buffering. All right, I think we're just going to have to cut it off. I don't think this is going to, I think I let it sit too long. Oh, I don't want to scrub this baby head. It's already got some of its own personal grunge on it. So yeah, we're just going to have to trim those parts off. All right. So now we know. The more you know. So we'll just put that away for right now. And we'll work with it. We will work with it. Hope you guys are having a lovely Fri-Yay. Nice to see you in the evening, Francis. I have missed, I think, every one of Elsa's lives this week. Sleep schedule's a little off, but you know how it goes. I don't know where my good scissors are. That's the problem. My good scissors are missing. I might go get a pair of kitchen shears in a minute because these are my sucky scissors. We went out in the heat today. It was in the 90s. Oh, hey. I don't know if I feel 100% safe using this. I just want to shave a little bit off at a time. We went, well, I was told we were going to two stores, Walmart and the Dollar Tree. And I need something at both those places. Or I am looking for things, rather. You know, I don't need a specific thing from those places. But I had some ideas the other day about the Creepy Baby book cover. And if I were good scissors, where the hell would I be? Oh, wait. Haha. These are heavier duty. Let's see if these work. Because I did not have this much trouble right after I did Creepy Babies. So I was thinking, there we go. Now I'm getting some purchase. These just have a sturdier blade on them. Hi, Kristen. No, it's okay. I'll be all right. My fingers are pretty well away from the area I'm cutting. So I was thinking about the moss we got for the baby butt. And I was thinking, right, that where the neck part is, where I'm going to have the neck gap, where I pulled the head off the body, and not on all of them, I'm not going to be able to cut the face that flush. So I figured, so then we're just stuck with a hole, right? Well, I thought, okay, we can fill some of that with moss. Yes, I'm butchering a baby head live on YouTube. So I thought we could put some moss in some of it, you know, just a little moss hanging out. And let's see. Really, really, really. Maybe not so much paper towels. Yeah, that's definitely rubbing alcohol. Oh, he's looking a little creepier. Now we have a gap at the top but we could put moss and stuff in there. And I also got, okay, so we went to the Dollar Tree and I got these paints. A dollar store. I don't remember which one. Whichever one carries this stuff. I already have this red oxide color, but I used a lot of it on the Creepy Baby and a couple other things we've done. I just got their orange. It's like straight up orange. And then they have this scarlet red, which I don't think I have. But if I do now, I have more. And then they have this deep brown in a whole different size. Isn't that exciting? I love the size. So I went ahead and bought those paints. That's part of what I got today. So we were at the Hobby Snobby. So I have baby head bits everywhere. Oh, let me finish trimming up this one real quick, and then I'll show you what I got at the Hobby Snobby. I was thinking I could, you know, Elle suggested, well, because I wanted to get some black foliage that I had seen at the Hobby Snobby before, but it was really expensive for my budget. I'm not saying, probably not for normal people. That's going a lot more smoothly with my sturdier scissors. I'm sure I'm making them dull as all get out, though. Okay. Just trimming away baby heads because I'm a weirdo. This is hard on the hands, though. There we go. Okay, so we may have some gaps at the top. Like this one's, let me show you. So this is the book we're going to use. This is the book cover we decided on. Boy, I'm making a mess everywhere. Okay. Oh, my fingers hurt. I don't know what I did, but it just make my fingers ache. Okay. So this is the cover we're going to use. So let me get let's go ahead and cut it apart because we're going to make a ring bound book. We're not going to even attempt a normal spine bound book. And I'm not trying to make this look pretty right now. I'm just trying to get the spine off. Okay, so this is the book we're going to use. This is the size. So when you put, this is the one we just finished. So if you look at it this way, this one doesn't have much of a neck gap, but what it does have is a gap at the top, right? And then some of them are going to have it on both ends. Like this one's going to, if I trim it significantly, it's going to have a little bit of a neck gap. So I could have some moss hanging out the bottom, right? Now some of them shouldn't have much of anything. Like this one should, there's a little bit at the top, but if I trim the sides down just a little bit, I can probably get that one to stick all the way with no gap at all. And that one's going to have a huge neck gap in it. Because otherwise you lose the big poochie, you know. Am I frozen up? I'm not showing anybody chatting. So I don't know if you guys are just quiet or if it's frozen. I can see the screen moving. And I'm not going to cut this piece of the neck off on this one. I've decided that I like that. Just adds to the overall creep for me. But I am going to try and cut off a little bit more of this line. Okay. So everybody's just quiet. That's okay. I was worried it was frozen up and I was like not responding to people. So, but yeah. So I got something else. We were at Hobby Lobby and like I said, I wanted the black foliage. But I want to put this big old long piece. I need to save my receipt. That's definitely a business expense. And we had been, we went to the dollar store and they had little picks, or little vines, but they only had like 10 leaves overall on the vine itself. There were big gaps between them. This one's got little bundles of twigs. It's got little berry clusters, and they're styrofoam. And then there's also occasionally, let me see if I can find one. I saw one before. It's even got little pine cones on it. So I thought, coming out, if we put it in, if I trim off pieces and we shove it in the baby head, we can kind of have foliage everywhere. So I thought that might be fun. What do you guys think? I think it'll be okay. They got a big old long thing of that, so that'll probably last us a couple of Halloweens for different projects. It was 50% off. It was $13.99, so it was $14. I think with tax and everything, it cost me $8-ish. Yeah, but considering that it might last 2 to 3, so I thought like maybe this one where there's the really big head gap, we could put some twigs and stuff coming out of there. So I'm thinking that's going to be a good thing. Then I have the 2 other baby heads. I'm having trouble getting the head off the body on one of the babies. Let me grab it, the thing. And now I'm not sure where I put took the head out of the box on the TV dollar store one. I'm not sure where I put it. I'm going to bring her over there and see if I can get her head off though. I wanted to see if I could just cut the other baby head in half. Where'd you go? Hey, there's 2 of my pairs of glasses. Well, that was fruitful at the very least. I know I put it over here. I know I did. I'm looking for a creepy baby. I gotta think about where I set it. I know I put it in a safe place. Rebecca, off with her head. Use a guillotine. Oh my God, Francis. Like, seriously. She's got this super hard plastic body, but the head is soft. So I'm thinking maybe if I just cut the neck, maybe I can get it to loosen up some. Like, her body is weird. And it's got the buffest baby butt I've ever seen. I'm hoping if I just slice down the neck a little bit. Probably should make the blade a little bit longer. Don't worry, guys. Come on. Jesus. Well, that's why it's not a ball. It's like a... No kids were ever pulling the head off that baby. Hi, Christine. Headless baby, anybody? I think I am going to save the body on this one. Like, you can't even actually... Her legs don't go in. She's like meant to sit on a... Doesn't she look like she's driving or two-fisted drinking? Anybody? Anybody getting that kind of vibe off her? Because that's all she sits down. But look at her super buff baby butt. Like, she's got some buns on her. But I think I'm going to save the body for something different. We could find something to sit her on. And glue her, like, in position. Jesus. Hey, Mary. Welcome to the Creepy Baby Hour. We've just decapitated our latest baby. So I'm gonna keep the body on this one because it's so weird and plasticky with her buff baby buns. We'll throw her over there. I want to see what it... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This makes 6, so I got to find the other baby head. God, wish me luck. Mike usually does this with a heavier duty knife. How is everybody this evening? We're doing baby surgery. Oh, come on, you guys. Even the box cutter's like, I don't want to cut a baby. I think I might need that heavier duty one. Well, we'll just start sawing at it. And think if I saw something off myself, you'll get to say you saw it live. Well, she had 5 fingers on each hand when she started. Oh, there we go. A bit of tension is like sawing through butter. Okay. I don't know. Maybe we want to save that too. Ooh. I almost cut this finger off once when I was a teenager. Look at her, like, head is all wonky and shit. I love it. But she was like, obviously, look at the shape of her head. Oh my God. She's a cone head. Okay, let's cut a little bit of that off. Oh yeah, she's going to be something. We're going to leave the little neck on there too, I think. We'll trail some vines out of it. Some sticking out the side here. Okay. Sorry. Am I having too much fun with this? Well, that's sweet of you, Mary. I love it. Okay, so I think I want... Those two are too similar in coloration. Although we can change that. Because we're going to be painting them. See, I need the other one. What did I do with the other one? I'm annoyed with myself. I pulled it out and I'm like, this seems like a good spot. And I know I was standing over there. Where's L's when I really... Oh, there's a receipt in there. Hold on. Nope, just a twig. Okay. Because that's too even. We need one more. It's a bit odd number. Oh, then the baby head's like getting eaten by the other baby head. Do we like that or do we hate that? Keep your baby head. Maybe we don't want the 2 small baby heads on the same side. Maybe we want like one. It happens to you all the time. Well, we wouldn't keep looking if we found it, would we? It's always the last place you look. Okay, but I do like the way her head was deformed is like extra creepy, so I like that. Okay, we don't have to place them right now. And she's got like the cute side-eye cutesy look, and her little head is just deformed as can be. Okay. This one creeps me out because it's got a wide, flat face. They're all awesome, though. feel like we need to pop this one eyeballs out and paint the back of the sockets black. I wonder how you get them out of there. Hey, Susan, how you doing? We were going to work on witches tonight. And I've lost my pokey tool. I got to clean up my room. Okay. We want a one-eyed baby without hurting myself. Okay, let's get in some purchase over here. Oh, I did it. I made her a one eyeball baby. All right. There we see if we could paint the inside black. Is she creepier with one eye? Because she's got nice bright blue eyes. So yeah. We got to find that one other baby head. And then I think we'll have enough. Because she's like a size in between these and these. She's got, I think. But I did. I put her in a safe place. And I don't think I told anybody where the safe place was. You missed it. I was playing with sharp objects. Let me run and see if she's out in the other room and see if she remembers seeing it. I just feel like I said it over here. That's what I feel like. I'm going to look one more time. Ooh. I'm causing mini craft blanches everywhere. Here, all these things. Not in there. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go ask Els. And she's going to laugh at me. Mike just said to my face, are you doing another live? I'm like, I always do a live on Friday. And he acted like I've never been live on a Friday. Els does not know where it is. Okay, let me just poke around over here. I remember having it while I was standing here. All right, well, it's not like we're getting it all assembled today. I was just excited to play with the arrangement of the baby heads. No, it's not. I put it over off to the side. And I really should have told someone where I was putting it when I put it there. I'll look for it later tonight. Okay, so for this moment, now that we've decapitated one more baby. This is the book cover we're going to use. So we have to think for a minute about, maybe I should use the straight ruler and the box knife. How we're going to cover the book. What we're actually going to cover it in. Oh. Okay, I'm not very good at this. Thank God it's going to be covered up. I probably wouldn't want to save that eyeball. No, if I put it up and to the left, that would actually be a thing, right? I'd actually know where it was. Okay. So I got out some fabrics. And I'm thinking we don't go Halloween fabric with this, right? We go normal fabric with it, relatively speaking. I'm flinging little bits of stuff everywhere. And I wore a little black dress thing. Now I'm going to be covered in all kinds of And the thought I had when I put it wherever I put it was, oh, this is a nice little spot. It'll stay nice and safe and it won't get smushed before I need it. We were going to work on the paper mache witches today, but it's a little, when I sat down and started reading the directions, it's a little more involved than I thought. So we'll start it next week. And I'll have to do a little more prep work for it. But I thought we'd make this big. It's a giant cover, nice size. The only thing I have bigger is that atlas. So this is 10 3/4 by just a smidge under 12. That's a nice size. And it's ring bound, so we should have an okay time finding things to use as pages for creepy baby stuff. I guess we don't have to limit ourselves to creepy baby stuff, but it's a creepy baby Facebook. So I figured we'd do like maybe 3-inch rings on it and do maybe about 20 pages. Probably just fronts so that we don't have anything stick to anything. Because I feel like it's going to be kind of an assemblage thing. I don't know. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting when I think about working on it. It's obviously Creepy Baby, way back with Brooke's thing. But, so I'm not looking to repeat that experience. Because nobody could do it better than Brooke. She did so many awesome ideas and things. And I'm just mangling this. I'm mangling it. Those are the cheapy scissors, yeah? No, I don't. Yeah, those are cheapy scissors. Hey, Carla. So I was just telling everybody the creepy, or the paper mache witches are a little more involved than I thought when I initially read the directions. So we're working on Creepy Baby book tonight, the cover. You missed me decapitating a baby. We all thought I might lose a finger or a thumb. It could happen. We've all met me. We're just making a pile of schmutz right now. Oh, I'm covered in it. Gonna have to change when I'm done. Okay, so let's just scrape some of that off there. So we're kind of looking at what we might put for fabric. Really what I'm doing is making a giant mess all over me, all over my desk. And then this had one of those, this is an ex-library book. So they had one of those big plastic covers adhered to it, the thing. No truer words have ever been spoken, Carla. So we're gonna start the witches next week, so I can do a little bit more prep work. Okay, so we've got a little spot right here that needs trimming. So I hope Creepy Baby Heads will suffice for tonight. And the book thing. It just needs to be reasonably straight for the whatever we put on the cover to go over it. Okay. So here we go. They are the same size, so that's good. Yay. I didn't trim one down more than the other. It's a miracle. Hocus, you watched it already? Oh my gosh. Well, I may have to get on there. And I can hardly, contain myself. I can't have people knowing what I don't know. So fabric choices. First of all, let's put away the penguin so I don't lose it. All right. So I got out a bunch of stuff. So I have some of that. I have this, but I don't think it's enough for both Oh, maybe it is. Which I was kind of leaning towards this anyway, but I wasn't sure. So this is like computer code fabric that IT dyed 900 years ago. And a few of you might own it. Or have owned it if you haven't. So there's that. I have enough of that. I pulled out, which I may only have enough for the front, this kind of green fabric. But I only have this one piece. So we would probably have to do the back in something neutral. So that's an option. It was in my first year here. It's one of the first fabrics I ever dyed. But I think I actually have enough of this. I'm not sure if that's a brocade, maybe. It is probably definitely a... Let me cut it in half because I think I might have enough to do both. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Let's see. Let me actually put it in half. Oh. Okay. So if one works, the other will definitely work. Yeah. So we could do that. What to do? Oh, creepy baby heads. Let's see how we like the creepy baby heads on it. Mix up the creepy baby heads. So you have 6. I got to find that 7th one. I think I like that one. That's good. It looks like a watermelon. Oh, because it looks like a little bit like chicken wire. You're talking about this gold kind of fabric. And we'll grunge it up. You know, we'll take some stains and some paint to it and grunge it up. We won't leave it all nice and normal. Because we're going to put, you know, we've got our foliage that I showed. Some of you weren't in here yet, probably. So I bought this at Hobby Snobby today. So it's got little picks of like berries of some kind. 2 different kinds of those. There are these little bundles of twigs that I thought we could put sticking out of some of the top head gaps. That'll be fun to jam the leaves inside there and have it kind of poking out of all the little open spaces. I haven't got a Barbie. Oh, the Barbie from the dollar store. That's the one I can't find. I put it in a safe place, guys. So I may have to go get another one. I'll look for it tonight. And this even has a little bit of pine cones in it. There's a couple little pine cones. And if I really want black, I can snip off a piece of that and take it outside and spray paint it. I know she adds a different, she's like a cocoa colored, so she'd add a whole different, vibe. You need odd numbers, so I can't totally place them like this, but we aren't going to get that far tonight because we got to grungy up the baby heads and cover the book and grunge up the fabric, and so no fears on. This is going to take us probably up to 5 lives to complete everything. If you guys like the fabric, I can also do that. We have some lace, but it'd have to be over something. I don't know if I feel in like the lace, maybe on the inside, over some other fabric. The other thing we had was this, and I think it gets darker. Let me see. Yeah, this is the darkest half, this side here. So we could put that over, but I think I'm liking the brocade, the gold fabric. So this one, the tan goldy one, is A. This is B, C, or D. So A is the bottom one, B, C, D. I'm thinking A myself. I'm thinking it's the best option because we can grungy that up real nice. Yeah, I'm thinking that would be nice. Because it's even got, in some lighting, it's even got a little bit of a green tint to it. So if we add, yeah, the red is awesome. We'll definitely be using that because it is great. And it's that same kind that Janice used, so it gets darker. So the other side is a brighter, like it's almost an orangey red when it starts. And you start going across the fabric, and then it just gets darker and darker till you get to the end where it's almost black and red there. Another project. We have no shortage of projects, that's for sure. But I think I only have this one piece. I think this came from Elle's. And it's a nice heavy fabric. We've got enough for both sides of the cover. So, yay. We have made a decision. So, yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. And I feel like even this side, as opposed to this side, this is more, this is darker. I'm going to put the darker part on the back of the book. Because you can see, look, it starts to get darker. So I think this might have been exposed to the sun at some point. So we're going to use the lighter part for this part. So I think that's where we're going with this. So we'll have to make that into book cloth. Trim it down a little bit, make it into some book cloth. Because it's much easier to glue down as book cloth. So do we want to grungy up some baby faces maybe? Maybe. Let's see. What do we want to use? Now, I don't want them to be grungy like the Haunted Creepy Baby Birdhouse. I don't have any dark colors in here, do I? No dark colors in there. And then she has open, closey eyes. let's grab some paint from the other side of the room. Okay. We need some plastic. Oh, and I got these at Walmart. They were $1.99. Of course, I can't open them. Oh, there's a little thingy on them. Ooh, that was exciting. Look, we already knocked an eyeball out. Well, now I've done it. Well, it's good to know they're that easy to separate. I thought maybe for, windows on some windows on the Baba Yaga house, the eyeballs are just falling out. That's awesome. So, ooh. They're super cheap, so it's not like I was expecting them to. I broke a pair of my reading glasses today, though. I whacked my head getting out of the car. Nope, I think they're actually broken. That's okay. Well, they're like super skewed. Rhinestones in the eyes. Yeah. Oh, that's a really good idea. Oh, I don't have a wreath form. That would be super awesome with the baby heads and the eyeballs. You're right. Oh my God, we could totally rejigger this if we wanted to, or we could put it on as a future project. It's not like there's a shortage of baby heads in the world. Should we add that to our project list? Trying to figure out where I put my list. Let's add that to the list of things we should do. That's an excellent idea. Because we have also all those other eyes. I just couldn't help it because they have that bloodshot. And you could totally, yeah. Or you could put things that glow in there, Those turn-on lights that you switch on and they're battery powered. That could totally be an awesome wreath for a house or a door. Love it. Okay, let me move these away. Mary for the win. Add to project list. Creepy baby head door wreath with eyeballs. I knew there was a reason I picked that up today. Look at me go. Okay. Okay, so now we got another project for, creeping it real all year. We'll be doing stuff. The serial killer thing's only one part of the Creepin' It Real. There are no grandkids this weekend. Guess what I'm dedicating the whole weekend to? I think I'll make up probably a couple of videos. Okay, so we're gonna go to maybe. Oh, we're already on Instagram. Okay, let's go here. Oh my God, what's that? It's like a weird baby butt thing. Okay, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Now we got to go back. I'm easily sidetracked. Okay. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, snippet rolls. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, we're gonna like that too. I'm gonna follow that person. Okay. Ooh, what's that? I'm like a giant child on. Oh, wait, no. Come back here. I just want to read the description. Stormy sky stripe print. Well, what? Shut the front door. I'm following this. Okay. Sorry. I am like a giant. Okay. No, not that. Okay, so we want creepy baby head. Search. Accounts, audio tags, places. No, I just want pictures. I want pictures. Okay. Fewer than 100 posts. Creepy baby head on a stick. Okay, we have to look at that. That is not a creepy baby head on a stick. Let's just try creepy baby. There we go. All right. So we can get an idea of how we, oh my. Okay, so we kind of want this grungy. We just want to grunge it up. Creepy baby octopus head. Okay, I think we need to save that. We're going to heart it. Okay. Oh, that's terrifying right there. How do I save something? How do I save it to a Pinterest board? Save? I don't know how to use the app. Oh, there's more pictures of it. It's got little slippers on. Oh my God. Okay. So I think we're headed back up to the top. I think we're kind of going for something like that. Oh my God, it crawls. Okay. So I think that's kind of the look we're going for. Sorry. Well, I at least took you guys on the journey. All right, we'll just put that over there, and it's going to keep crawling for me while I work. Creepy as ever. Okay, so it looks like we're looking at base colors. We need a little bit of black. I think we're going to need some white. And I did get some white the other day, so I'll have to go grab that. Probably a little bit of brown. Okay. Hey, Janice. Yeah, that baby's creepy. It crawls. I wonder at what point they're going to stop selling me creepy babies at the thrift store. All right, so let's bring over some of our new colors that we got. That's where our white is. So I don't want to go out and borrow it from L's. We're going to try and put a little bit more light on the screen. Is that too washed out for you guys, or is that going to be okay? So we're going to need a little bit of plastic. We're missing one small baby head. There it is. Oh, God, we gave it sound. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. It makes noise on top of everything else. Okay. Oh, Carla didn't nap. Well, there's a good chance we'll put her to sleep. I'm good at that. It's one of my best things I can do. Okay, so I pulled out this Merlot as well, because I think we might be able to give it a little bit of bruised effect with it. Okay, so we want the white to start with. So it goes, Mama, Mama. I'm going to have to get in there and watch that, Carla. You beat me to it. I didn't watch anything yesterday. So we're going to put a little pile. And then we'll add, oh, I didn't shake it. You ate a TikTok snack? Is that like a snack idea you got from TikTok? Okay. Now I think what I'm actually just going to work with is little bits of paper towels. So all right, I don't know. Let's see. It was okay, but nacho cheese Doritos with cream cheese topped with dill pickles. Ooh, pork rinds with cream cheese. That's actually probably really good. Okay. Tone that down with just a little bit of white. Not right on the eyeball. I don't know. This is just because I love creepy doesn't mean it's all new to me, you know? I want to keep the eyeballs themselves paint free. Okay, now we really just want it. Where's the one that got wet? I may have to get out a brush. We don't want the creepy baby to look totally like a raccoon. All right. Even looks a little bit too much like Tammy Faye. Oops, I didn't want it over there though. Okay. Okay, so I do like the pink with the so it was a little bit of white, tiny bit of black, and some of this to give it this pinky black skin tone. There we go. That's what we're looking at. I don't know. We can always, scrape it off, take some rubbing alcohol to it, and remove it. We decide, I think that needs a little more white. Well, we want to take away that healthy baby skin tone and give it a kind of a gray. I want it to be more like kind of zombie flesh, I guess, a little bit. I just want to blend that out a little bit. You guys, I'm going to twist the camera this way a little bit because I can't sit the way the camera needs me to. So, is that angle okay for you guys? It's hurting my arm to sit and try and force it under the camera. I want to add just a little bit. Not sage. Where's that tan color? Yeah, this one, I think. Okay, maybe I'll turn the light a little bit that way. There, that's showing a little bit more what the color's like. Hey, I'm trying to get hair in all the paint. That's exciting. Is this the one I was using? No, this is the one I was using. Okay. And over here, get that right up in the nostrils. Just right up in there. Can't be having probably some straight up black way back in there in the mouth, right? Little creepy baby lips. Notification. Okay. Yeah. We will. I will tell Els, and we'll put that in the scavenger decks. She's got one of them in her brain. I love the idea. I think that's awesome. When it's all complete, I hope you'll share a few pictures with us. I think that would be bomb. Okay, and then we need to accentuate around the nose a little bit, it looks like. Oh, now we might have done it. Hey, Pam. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you here before, but welcome to the Creepy Baby Festival. Making a little bit of a mess over here. I keep snapping up too much black paint. Right, I need to get a little more white on here, guys. And welcome, Lucy. How you doing? Yay, you already have dinos and such? Love the Land of the Lost vibe. I think that's awesome. Okay, so let's get a little white over here. We're going with that red color that I got today at, no, that was in my 63-cent stash. I picked up this Merlot. It's Anita's acrylic. That's the color I'm using, mixed with a little black and a little white for the kind of gray, pink, baby skin color. And I'm just not mixing enough. I'm kind of being a weenie about the whole thing. Okay. This baby has all kinds of little dimples on it. It's got mouth dimples and oops. You want to do creepy baby? Well, we were laying this all out, and Mary Milstead came in, and she probably still lurking around. Said we could also make a creepy baby head wreath, which I think is an awesome idea. So we've added that to our, and Creeping It Real, guys, is for the whole year, for the foreseeable future, not just 2023. We're going to be constantly working on something creepy, along with our normal things that we would do for each season, you know? I'm even going to do a Christmas thing. Elle says I'm not Christmassy enough. And she's probably right. But we're kind of trying to give it like zombie skin. We don't want any of that healthy baby flesh tone. Can't be having none of that. It's a pudgy, dimpled baby. Like Nightmare Before Christmas. All right, and then I want to mix in a little bit of this burlap, just so it's not too pinky, you know? Remember, zombie baby. Although we're not making zombies. Dead flesh, dead flesh. Now we are looking at, I need to get a cup of water for in here for today. Trying to get up in the little, this baby has like super deep eye holes. Is that even a thing? And I'm kind of trying to take away the white iris and just give it, because it's got brown eyes. So I'm trying to take away the white iris a little bit to hopefully make it look a little bit creepier. We don't want paint on the eyeball itself. So I might have to clean that with a... We just want it to have a smudged look, not like a hard black line. I bought baby dolls at the Savers here doesn't really carry a very good selection of dolls. I think they must get rid of most of them, but we go to the Deseret Industries in their outdoor section and sometimes in the toy section. They carry a pretty good selection of baby dolls. And it may be different where you live, but we're having good luck at Deseret Industries. I got one at the dollar. I got one of the baby heads at the dollar store, but it's not one of the ones here. You know those big dress up heads you like can style the hair? This is a mini version of that. But I can't find it because it's my 7th head. That sounds wrong, but funny. Okay, we need a little bit. Need a little bit more. Gotta have your nose boogers. So all from scrap. I do know, and probably where I'm going to get the rest of my heads, you can go like on eBay and search for baby doll lots. With varying degrees of expensiveness. I'm looking for shitty dolls. Let me grab the pieces we cut apart away from this baby today. You see, she was laying somewhere for a long time where her head was like this. So she's got a big, long, elongated. It should look more like that. Is probably more what she should look like. But the plastic is molded in place like that. And I bought her because of that. And yeah, you could buy doll faces, both porcelain and plastic. I couldn't find any at any of the craft stores we went to. Although I did not search for just creepy baby faces. Or just for baby faces. When I did the online thing. So this is the rest of the baby head after I cut the face off. And I'm thinking I might keep that and do something else inside it. But you can see this is her, I just surgeried her right off there with a box cutter. And Mike did the other ones for me. He does a better job. But now I'm thinking, now that I see the empty head, maybe I want to do something with that. And we also kept her. She has like a super hard plastic body with the beefiest baby buns you ever saw. Like them some beefy baby buns. But I like the way she's meant to sit on like a chair or something, maybe a high chair. I want to take this piece out. And I think I want to put something else on top. But I think we want to do something with her. And then we'll dress her in something creepy. So I kept those parts. How's that for creepy? No, but we do have Deserettes here in Las Vegas. There's a pretty good sized Mormon population here. And they also do have the kind of frozen Charlotte type dolls. They're not genuine frozen Charlottes. Put a stuffed animal head on it. Oh, maybe. They also have those. So I'm going to booger up the nose a little bit more. I'm thinking I kind of like that so far. What do you guys think? Too much black around the eyes? Should we soften that up a little bit? Diorama inside the head. Yeah, I'm leaving it open. I'm not going to plan all 12 months for next year. We have some ideas so far. And I definitely want to leave it open for ideas that just occur randomly during a live, you know? I think I need that spongy thing back. It's just a bit of paper towel. But I thought that would keep it more random with less hard lines. Overall. I'm thinking I'm liking that one the way it is. What do you guys think? Have we creepied it up enough? This is our point of reference. We're using this creepy baby on Pinterest. That's kind of our model. And just so you know, as sound. You're in northern Utah? I would imagine you could find some good babies there. And they're cheap. Deseret Industries is one of the least expensive places I found for creepy babies, which is why I've been taking it slow. But I didn't consider other projects, so the other baby bodies were just the soft body with, what's that? The stuff you stick in fiberfill. They were those kind of bodies, so they didn't have the hard plastic. I avoided. I can hear it. Oh, you dumbass! It's sitting in front of you. Sorry. I did put some black in the nostrils. Does it need more? More black in the nostrils. Getting there. Let's smoosh that down a little bit. I'm just trying to avoid any really harsh lines. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, no. Oh, God. Mike just sent me this. Halloweeners. Black licorice flavored hot dogs with spicy with something pork, hot, and black licorice. That is wrong. Yeah, for the creepy babies themselves, but prices overall are up everywhere. I've been collecting creepy baby heads for about 6 months, but I was very particular about what I wanted. And I didn't want to take away an opportunity for a really nice doll to take that away from a kid. So I waited for the ones that were kind of effed up, and a lot of them I got for $1, $1.50, $2. But again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Most of them came from Deseret Industries. One of them came from Savers, and one of them came from the Dollar Tree. The 7th one is MIA at the moment. Okay, so what do we think now? Trying to hold it flat so you can see all the angles. I think that's pretty good. I think I'm going to mix up just a little more. Need a little bit more of that Merlot. Now the next one will make a little more tan, a little less Merlot. We don't want all the same skin tones, you know. That's probably going to be a little much. Okay. Just kind of right in here. All right. Yeah, I like black licorice a lot, but gross. Okay, so we're going to quite ugly, but oh, nice. Those ones with the movable eyes. There's an artist on Instagram. I think I'm following her now. She does like a horror movie versions of creepy babies, And all of them have movable eyes. It is creepy as all get out. Use it for a class I was taking with Michael Deming. What am I going to do with these? These are going on a book cover. And then later I'm going to buy more. So let me grab the... We're literally making a creepy baby book. So this is the book cover. And I can't put it down. It's huge. It's almost a 12 by 12. But we're going to put this fabric on it, which we are also going to grunge up. So this damask pattern. And then we're going to layer the baby heads around. We're going to adhere them to the book. And then I have some moss. And today I bought this this fall foliage. So we're going to kind of cram it in the baby head. Now all the little extra spaces, you know, like where you've got, it's like this baby has it. If I show this book, and I'm going to pull the fabric away because I don't want to dip it in the paint. But you can see when I put the baby head on there, there's a space here. Unless I really mash it, and I don't want to do that. So I thought we'd fill it with foliage or moss, depending. Some of the babies have like a big neck gap, like this one has. That's where the neck was. So I thought when it's on the baby head, I'd put moss up in there so there's a little moss hanging out. And it's going to be a ring-bound journal. So that's what we're doing with these. It already had black around the eyes. Nice. So we're going to do fall foliage moss, and I'm going to snip off part of this, what do you call the, oh boy. What does it say it's called? It just says fall on it. It's a long garland. It's a garland. That's the word I wanted. So I'm going to snip off a piece of the garland. I'm going to go out and spray it black as well. It's like Elf on the Shelf, only the creepy baby version. What do they call that? Doll in the hall. Get one of those big old creepy ceramic Victorian dolls and just move it around every day. Instead of Elf on the Shelf, doll in the hall for Halloween. Yeah, I think yes on this. Yes on that baby head. Okay. So this next one, we're going to make a little more tan, a little less of the gray Merlot kind of thing. Should we do this one with the... I'm a little concerned about the flippy. She's got eyes that open and close. Let's work on this one next. Okay. So the hair at the top, what do we want to do there? I'll have to think about that for a minute. But we're going to mix the tan with some white and maybe just a smidge of black. We could also get some brown going here. I'll paint it the same color for now, and then maybe we'll go back with a different color and do that little bit of swirly hair at the front. This is going to be just a more tan thing going on. Black hair? Maybe, yeah. Just because it's molded on there, there was no way to remove it. But totally black could be totally a thing. So yeah. And then we'll probably pull out some, we'll get some spiders. I'm going to try and find some more realistic looking ones. instead. Oh, I put black all over that. Okay, let's blend that in. Get a little carried away over there. So we need to do on the inside of this too, but I think on the inside, I'm going to totally just dab that black. Because of the big neck gap, we're going to be able to see that if we were to turn the book. So we want to make that look kind of totally grody. I need more paper towel. Hold the phone. Ooh, that would be, I didn't do that for the baby body. I actually used the I bought a big tube of E6000 and that worked fine, but this is going to be far more visible. So I think you may be onto something with that epoxy. So I may in fact, I still have the name written down in my notebook. I will probably go on Amazon and get me some of that. Because this needs to be a little more, like nobody's ever really going to see. Not on the eyeball. The bottom of the baby, the creepy baby. And I love the way it turned out. I'm super happy with it. Just a smidge of black in there, not. I have it over on my shelf. I can see it from here. If you guys want to, if some of you haven't seen it before, I can flip the camera and show it to you. So I have to ignore the mess on the bed because we were out till late. Elle said, "Oh, we're just going to go to the dollar store in the Walmart." We went to, I think, 6 stores overall. Plus, we had to go to the post office because neither one of us remembered to schedule a pickup for today's packages. So everybody who's paid is shipped. I think about half of you guys paid so far, so that's awesome. Because I was able to pay half my rent. Thank God I know my landlord, you know. I know it's not going to be cheap, but I can get some after my next sale because it's going to take us a little while to get to the point of affixing the heads on the book. Because we still got to, I got to make book cloth out of the fabric so it's easier to attach it and it's more secure. And then we're going to grunge up the cloth and probably add a little foliage, honestly, a little foliage to that as well. I need a little more tan out. Aside from what we stick in the baby heads. So the book itself is going to have a fall feel to it, obviously, because I'm using fall foliage instead of spring foliage. And the reason I'm using paper towel is because I definitely wanted a mottled, more fluid, you know, no hard lines. Because it's supposed to be creepy baby grunged up over time. And I think I'm going to use brown here around the eyes. I'm using melted chocolate. There's that island where it's the whole creepy baby thing. That's where that started, I think. But now you see them in the woods. When I was doing hiking. Oh boy, I didn't wash this brush. I'm probably going to need to go get. Probably need to go get something with water in it. Or I'm going to totally screw up this brush, and I like this brush. Okay, so let's add a little bit of black to that brown, just a smidge. We don't want it to be totally. So we're giving the baby uber creepy eyeliner. Giving it raccoon eyes to start with. Now, I do like the move eyes. That's what's on that doll that's in the video that I showed you, that I'm keeping it up as a frame for reference, is the movable eyes. And they have a bloodshot look to them in the irises, which is awesome. So I'm going to put a lot of paint on here, and then I'm going to wipe it off. We're going to do ring around the mouth and up into the nostrils. This one doesn't have as deep a nostril. Okay, now let's take some of that off there. I'm going to come back over here and cover up a little bit of that. We don't want to overdo it. For about 10 years. Nice. Awesome. I love it. Okay, let's get a little. Try and soften that a little bit now. All right. We want them to have dark, creepy eyes, not totally raccoon eyes. Put some of that up in here. And then we'll add in some black too. Okay. I'm not trying to be quiet, I'm just concentrating. All right, now we need a little more white. No, I am not at all familiar with Michael Deming. Is it somebody I should look up? He makes awesome. Ooh, I am new to assemblage, I got to admit. But so far, I'm liking it. And I think it might be a thing I might, I think a lot of the the 12 of 20, or not, the Creeping It Real projects for next year, a lot of them are leaning towards more assemblage than anything else. Okay. Okay, that needs to be a little bit lighter. A little bit lighter. There we go. Okay, I'll definitely look it up. Let me write it down on my list though, because I'm later I'll be like, what was she talking about? Michael Meng. Okay. Michael Deming assemblage. Perfect. That's what helps me keep track of stuff, you know. If I don't have it on the list. Okay, let's add a little bit more black to that. Just a smidge. Yeah. Okay. Just. There, I think we got it. Okay. So a little bit different, yeah? No, not at all. I put a lot of people to sleep, Lucy. A lot of the people that are in here have had long weeks this week. It's nothing to do with you chatting at all. Love it. I absolutely love it. But I think somebody said I was kind of like a golf announcer. I just chatter away as I work, but I don't always talk real loud. I want a little bit blacker on that mouth. Okay, so let's have a look there. Takes it a while to catch up with me. Not too much the same, yeah. I do need to clean this baby's eyeballs off, though. Okay, so I'm going to go rinse this brush real quick, And I'm going to grab a couple of Q-tips with some water. I will be right back. I will leave you with baby heads to look at. Give me just a second. We have more to paint if everybody's still amiable. All right, the brush is washed. Now let me grab a couple of Q-tips. Okay, so there is our nice clean brush. Then I'm going to spray this Q-tip so we can clean the eyeballs because they've got a little layer of paint on them. Okay, I'm going to put a tiny little bit of the rubbing alcohol on there. All right. There we go. We want to see that the baby has green eyes. Oh, that's making a fun squidgy sound. Okay. Gotta show off your pretty green eyes. I'll get the other side of the Q-tip with the rubbing alcohol. Get a little over here. Now this baby had brown eyes, which was the way we painted it. They're actually looking a little red. Okay, that's better. Now we can see their eyes the way they originally were. Oh, okay. I don't mind wiping it off. It's fine for this particular, but that's good to know if I work on a lot of future projects. Okay, so this next one, I think we're going to mix in some of the what'd I do? That was fun. Home. What are you doing, computer? Okay. Just watching her working. Oh, funny. I took a Baba Yaga. Seriously? You took a Baba Yaga class? That's a thing? Because you know I'm going to make the Baba Yaga creepy house. So for this next one, I'm going to mix the burlap with this sage shadow for a little bit different. We might even put a little bit of brown on that. And we'll mix it up with this Q-tip. Why not? I need to go find that chartreuse yellow just for a little bit of ick. Let me see. Where did I put it? I kind of have paint everywhere at the moment. Let's see. Glow yellow. Okay, what's also... Oh, that was exciting. Chartreuse yellow. All right. So now we've got a couple of yellows in the mix. Let's try just a tiny little bit of that chartreuse yellow. A Baba Yaga birdhouse class. That is so cool. You might have ticked my jealousy button right there. I'm still going to do it. I am planning that for January or February only because I want to find a bunch of the stuff at the thrift store if I can. You know, like the legs and stuff. I'd like to do. There went something. I would like to do it more as a. I think we need a little bit of black in that. As a an assemblage project. Like I said, I want to build the basic structure probably out of balsa wood. And Elle said she would help me, but I don't think she will because she said that about a bunch of things so far, and I've just wound up doing it on my own. So I'm just planning on moving on with what I need to get done. And I think I can figure out how to just, can't be that hard to cut a little balsa wood into just, I want to start with a basic box, but I'd like the foundation of it to be made out of something sturdy, which is why I was thinking balsa wood. I'm jelly. That sounds like awesome fun. I think Elle just has too many of her own projects. And she does love to help, but I don't think she has the actual time. So, yeah, I want to start with the basic box. And then I want to, I drew the picture. Were any of you here when I drew the picture of what I thought it might look like? What's happening? I'm going to squeeze this really hard. Oh, there it goes. Sage. And and work from there. Let's just rub that extra paint on there. No wasted paint. Okay, I do think we want a little bit of black in there. As a little bit will go a very long way. Leslie, you've got everybody's creepy curiosity up. We all want you to finish it so we can see what it looks like. Okay, we need a new piece of paper towel. Oh, yay, Leslie. I would love to see your completed project. I absolutely would. I think it would be awesome. Sounds very exciting. All right, now let's get the paintbrush. I think we're going to go with this Merlot and just a little bit of black. Let's see what we get here for the eyelashes and stuff. Or the eye. Well, we are inadvertently getting the eyelashes. But I was really thinking more about the whole eyeball thing. Okay, now I can't hold it up for the bottom part because I don't want to get the eyelashes. I'm going to go a little crazy with this, but we're going to back it off with some of the leftover paint. I want this one to have really smudgy. I'm just feeling it this time. I'm telling you, that creepy baby is sitting in front of me and it is crawling and crawling and crawling and creeping me the heck out. I just want to put a little bit on the whites, a little bit of color on the whites. I like it more with just the eyeball and having the white part, okay, we need black up the nose and around the nostrils. And let's get it in the mouth here. The little mouth dimples. We're just doing the whole crazy around the lips thing. Now we're going to go back to our other color, and we're going to take some of that away. Not all of it, but some of it. Especially up on the bridge of the nose. I think we're going to get up in there. Take a little bit of that. Okay, now that's not what I wanted. Okay. Put it on, take it away. Put it on, take it away. It's just needs to be blended just so. And we got to get up the nostrils just a little bit more again. All right, how do we like that? Okay, and then I need to get down here with some black along the neckline. So we're going to have foliage and stuff up in there again. So we want it to look a little weird and stipply. And that reminds me, I covered up some of that over here. There we go, just a little bit. Somerset Studios. A lot of people subscribe to that. I cannot afford it. It's not my budget. Okay, and then we wanted to put a little bit of black up in the hair up here, a la Bob's Big Boy. It's kind of like the swirl he's got going on, right? So we'll use this Q-tip to try and minimize the amount of outside the hair area that's touched by the black. This was Betty's suggestion. So just want to get down into those, in the cracks and the swirly parts. All right. All right, there he is with this little black thing going on. All right, there's the 3 creepy baby heads together that we have done so far. And my DPI sucks, so it's probably got me at 144 again. Yeah. Thanks, YouTube. You have not bought any for 8 years, but you like all the back issues. That's nice. So that's where we're at so far. And you've got a little bit of let's touch up that. Got a little sneer going on. I think so far so good. Here, I'll pry her eyeballs open. That's what she looks like with the eyeballs open. All right. Shall we continue? Thanks, Christine. Let's see where we're at. 2 hours. If you guys are game for going, it's 8 o'clock, which is 9, 10, and 11. And I know it's Friday, but not everybody stays up late on Friday. So if you guys are game to keep going, we've got 1 big and 2 small creepy baby heads to go. And I popped one of the eyeballs out so that we have, so that could be a little creepier. We'll fill that in black. Maybe put a little gemstone in there. Thanks, Leslie. Do the wonky head. Okay, what kind of base do we want on that? Do we want to go pinky, greeny, or gray? So far we've done kind of a pink gray, like a green tan, and then this is a gray, like a gray tan. What color should we do? We should go with the green, like this one, a little bit more green. Okay. So we'll keep the brown there. We'll put on some, where's our burlap? That's taupe. Here's our burlap. Let's what do we got here? What is this? Happy green. I got a little bit of happy green. So we got some folk art. Oh, and there's my hair. Everywhere's my hair. Some folk art happy green. And then to that, let's see how that mixes out. Get a little bit more happy green. Just a smidge. And let's try some of the glow yellow this time. Just a little drop. Come on out of there. I don't know what you're doing, but you got to get out. Okay. Do, 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 do. All right, and let's just smush you on there. Not waste any paint. Oh, I bet, Janice. I bet. It's not always necessarily the hurricane itself. Usually does damage. But what's usually the most devastating, in my opinion, is it's the rains that come after, because you've already had an inundation and some damage from all the wind and stuff. And then you add all that rain on top, and it just complicates the whole. Oh yeah, we got lots of color. So we're just going to dab it all over her face. I feel like this is scooching forward just a little bit at a time. So we went to a couple of dollar stores, the Hobby Snobby, the Walmart, Elsa's Warehouse store. The China one, because she wanted fried rice. The L&L Hawaiian, which those aren't necessarily stores. Those are places to get food. Oh, that's what it needs. It needs a little black. That's what's missing, is a little black. Let's do it. Let's add a little black in there. She's got such a wonky head. And the post office for the win. I feel like there was another store in there. But you know, it's like 97 degrees today. Getting in and out of the car. It's exhausting. And I'm a fat lady, you know. Well, you can shop through your own stuff, though. You just say, I'm gonna look through this section of stuff today, and you'll find you've got stuff you don't even remember you have. All of a sudden, you're off on a project, you know. Ta-da! I have so many things I'm working on right now, but it's fun. I'm having fun doing it. I think I need to get that a little bit. I might have to go get a couple more Q-tips over there. They're just on the other side of the room. But she's got flat painted on eyes, so. And they're blue. That's how it goes. Hey, Amber, how you doing? Welcome. Welcome. Okay. So let's grunge up around the eyeballs now. We're working on creepy baby heads tonight. We were going to do paper mache witches, but when I looked at the directions, they were a little more involved than I thought, and I did not have time to do the prep work today, unfortunately. because we did go out to the stores. So we're looking at next Friday for the paper mache witches. And I am looking forward to it. I should put some of that. We'll just do the clown mouth and then we'll pull it back. It's easier to just paint the whole thing. Pull it back a little bit. Oops, too far. I'm adding in a little bit of that Merlot to the eyeball, and then we'll have to clean the eyeballs off. Let's get a little more black on here. Could be a thing. As a seller, I never want to see somebody not go to sales, but if you have enough stuff, you have enough stuff, man. If you're not enjoying the things you already have, which, I think that's important, because that's why you bought it in the first place. That's one of the things I do love about Kathy and Colleen. As much as they are buying new stuff all the time, they do use, regularly the stuff they already have. They are amazing enablers, though. I got to get a little bit more Q-tips, guys. And if anybody needs to, I am actually going to step out and go to I stood up and now I need to go to the potty. Darn weak bladder. So I will be right back. I'm going to it'll take me a minute. Oof. Okay. I have a tiny, tiny bladder, but terrible on road trips. But it doesn't take me long because I have a tiny bladder. Okay. I brought a handful of Q-tips. I mean, that's part of why I cleaned out my stash and sold some of it. I have a 4-drawer filing cabinet. And I had 2 full drawers for my personal stash. Hello, creepy baby eyes. Welcome back. So now we're just going to carefully fill in the under the eyeball thing. Just a smidge of black paint. Just got a little carried away. And because, I'm always coming out with new colors. Okay. kind of a little carried away over here. We're gonna tone those eyeballs back a little bit. We don't need too much Tammy Faye going on. That's a little bit much for a creepy baby zombie baby. Well, they could be zombie babies, I guess, but they're just creepy. I wouldn't want to run across you in a dark alley. It's hard to stay hydrated. People drink a lot less than they think they need to, for the most part. I mean, the crazy water thing that, was going on for a while had some people drinking too much water, but by and large, most people are less hydrated than they think, especially if they drink a lot of coffee or sodas, because it's not as hydrating. Even though you're probably drinking more fluid, it doesn't hydrate your body as well. So there's that. But I have a small bladder, and for all the years I worked, I deliberately dehydrated myself while I was at work, because employers complain if you go to the bathroom too much. And it's not really something I have a lot of control over. I have a small bladder, but they don't look on it favorably. So that did not do any good for my liver and kidneys. A lot of people don't. I don't think about it. Like when I'm live, I definitely don't get enough to drink when I'm live, but I don't think of it because I'm working the whole time. Now you can on painted baby eyes if you're not careful. Rub the whole thing off there. Now I think on the forehead area, I want to add in just a touch of blue. Just a tiny, tiny touch of blue. Let's see if that was enough. Nope. Yeah, definitely. Coffee is a big dehydrator. It's a diuretic, so it takes the water out of your system, and not necessarily by going to the pate. And that's going to be way too much. Okay. That's okay. The next, one of the small ones we'll do with a blue undertone. Okay. I just want a little bit up on the forehead with some blue highlighting. Whoa! Don't get carried away there. This baby's got like a slide to the left look from me looking at the front of her. Just a little tiny bit of blue up in this area is what I want. That kind of bruised look. All right, I think we might be. It's because of her wonky head. I think we might be done with her. Him, her. I think it's a her. Okay. That's what we're looking at so far. Just finishing up your grapefruit. Got off work a half an hour, so you're doing your wind down. Yay. It. Yeah. When you're thirsty, it's too late, especially if you live, like we live in the desert. It's definitely too late if you feel thirsty and you live in Nevada or Arizona, some parts of Utah, definitely Texas. Let me turn the light a little more this way. They're all slightly different shades. Like this is a pinky black gray. I'm trying not to put too much light on it. This is more of a green gray. This is even greener with a little bit of blue. And this is like a tan thing going on. Sorry. We were talking about being thirsty and I got thirsty. I think I want a little up in here. And I'm not totally in love with your eyes, but what are you going to do? It's already pinked. Okay. So, not too different, but some differences, so they don't all just look exactly the same. And for anybody who wasn't here before, let me see if I can. There's what she looks like with her eyes open. She's one of those sleepy time dolls. She's actually super creepy because she has brown eyes. So yeah, so this one is the most pinky. We did that with the Merlot and the black and a little bit of the burlap. So she's got the most pinky skin. No, but it's good. There's stuff that's good for you in wine. Okay, Pam, thanks for coming and spending time with us. Always enjoyable to have you in a live stream. Thank you. Oh, we want to do that black thing around the edges on this too. So let's go for the back side of this. Paper towel. Just because we're going to have the foliage coming out of there. So I do like a little bit of the black stippling. And then we'll pull it back just a smidge. Just so that if anybody can see up into the cavity for any reason. Okay, so we're going to need new paper towel pieces. So we just have our two small babies now. I love how they're turning out, though. I'm liking it. Think I'm happy. Okay. So we'll start with the, oh man, there's more. Where am I seeing the hair at? I just saw hair. Okay, so we'll start with the one where we got to fill in the cavity of the eyeball. And let's just use this. Let's just jam this cotton ball in there. Because we want every little bit of that covered in black. There's the hair. I see it. It's my hair. It is blue. It's definitely mine. Okay, let's jam that in there again. This is the one where at the beginning of the stream I pried the eyeball out. But we want every part of the cavity to be black. And then we'll just doodle around the edges here. Already got a little start on that. There we go. All right, we're throwing that Q-tip away. Moving on. Yes, I have blue hair. It's a very light blue. I don't know if I stick my head under the camera. I don't know if you can tell. I'm old. I can't tell because I'm not live on my own live. It's like mixed in with the gray. It's not an all over color. But there's like a blue. It is permanent dye. But we don't dye it so that it looks like helmet head. Thank you. Yes, I have the blue hair. Okay, so what do we want to do? You're really excited for this project? Cool, I'm so glad. Hopefully you'll come back and visit us when we're doing our other creepy baby projects. We're going to obviously put pages in the book and try and do some creepy baby things. And add a little brown to that on the outside. And then we'll just go over here and and she has the cutest little pink mouth for a baby. You know, she's got that little puckered up face. We'll start by giving her a nice base coat. And then we'll add in the skin tone. Where'd my paintbrush go? Let's get just down in there a little bit. Into some of the cracks and crevices. A little dimpled chin. We're going to do a little bit of blue on this one. All right. Now, where's the burlap? We'll do some sage. I wonder what happens if we mix sage and merlot. Let's find out. Yeah, that last one's like super happy. I think that almost makes him creepier because this one has a genuine smile on its face. It's got like the and the sassy side eye. And I think that one's pretty creepy. Even without her deformed head, she's laughing and giggling. I think this one's supposed to be having a bottle. And the other two just have kind of a placid face. Oh, that's making an interesting effect over there. Well, let's mix it up and see what happens. Maybe a little bit of black in that. Darken it up just a smidge. I think we're going to need some green too. Let's go with, what do we need? Brown, maybe a little brown. Where'd the brown go? I'm probably staring right at it. Here. Let's add just a little bit of brown to that. Uh-oh. I'm down to 15% power on my creepy baby crawling. All right, it's charging. Well, let's see what happens. We can always paint over it. If we don't like it, we can always paint over it. The last one is the one that would be chasing you. Probably. Oh, that's very dark. I don't know if we're going to like that. We'll see. We got to get more paint. We're going to have to paint that eye hole a bunch of times. That doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, I think I'm going to have to break down and use the paintbrush on this, because I can't get in all those little grooves. Okay. That baby has a super dark face. Okay, maybe we could put a little white in there. I don't know. Now we're just kind of making mud. Mud, I say. Nope, that's just probably not enough white, though. Let's... Okay. Let's let you dry, and we'll put a little more white in there and paint the other baby face, so it's at least a shade lighter. Just stomp it. Yeah, well, because the little ones are, I don't know, because you feel like it shouldn't be able to do any damage at all, right? But tiny things can just be frightening. This one has such a broad, flat face that it kind of creeps me out the most. His nice little chubby cheeks. And I wonder if we should do the wreath not as a fall wreath when we do the wreath baby head. Wreath, you know, with all the baby heads on a wreath and with the eyeballs. I wonder if we shouldn't do a spring one instead of everything fall, because that would be unexpected, right? That would be for it to be a nice green bright wreath. Okay. Let's get those eyeballs cleaned off. This one has the more glass eyes kind of eyeballs. Let's go back and just put in a little bit. Okay. Paper towel go. And I keep brushing those lips. I keep trying to make those lips black. There we go. Okay, let's push this back. And let's see if we like our baby heads. And there we go. Let's see. Get a tiny, yeah. Okay, so the one without the eyeball. I think that's this one. I want to put a little bit more black in there. So let's grab us a nice fresh Q-tip. Just jam that down in there. There we go. All right. Oh, and we've got a spot over here on the baby chin where I put my fingers. And that's really what I'm looking for, is places I touched it, where I rubbed off a little bit of the paint. Okay. Yeah. That is true. They were very good at writing things to play off people's fears. There they all are. Our creepy baby heads. There's with a little more light. I think we did a decent job. All right, I got to go rinse this off. I'll be right back. No, that is too far. That is not someplace pumpkin spice belongs. It's wrong. Okay. My hands are cleaner. That little brush is clean because I like that little brush. It's very nice. Thank you. Okay. So I think that's going to cap it for tonight. So here's what I'm going to try and do. This weekend is all about the serial killer books, guys. But it doesn't take much to make book cloths. So I will probably make the cloth for our, here, I'll bring it back the cover. I'll put these out over here to finish drying. I always find it was such an assortment of things. Is that empty? Yeah. Wow. It is now. Oh my God, there's more painty stuff over here. Okay, you need to go back in your little jar. I'm just trying to push things as far back as they will go. Okay, so we're going to use this size book. And we're going to use this on the cover. So I'm going to turn this into book cloth. It actually fits better this way. Because we're doing a ring bound journal. And then we're going to have the creepy baby heads on there. We still have one that I got to find. I could not find one of them. Because I put it in a safe place. So they're going to go, but we're going to also grunge up the fabric. So we'll have a fabric grunge up session. And then we'll have some of the fall foliage, coming up out of some of that. We'll cut bits off and have it like, there's bundles of twigs on here that we can snip off and shove in the head gaps and stuff up here. And we've got little berries, and I have some of the moss left over from the other creepy baby project. I'm going to snip a part of that garland off. Yeah, right? But we're going to super grungy this up. Not like so you can't tell what it is, but we are going to add some grunge to it, some browns and some greens. So let's turn this a little bit. This one is way pinkier than the others, but I like the way that's with the Merlot. And it's not coming through as pink on the camera, but and I'll try and take some pictures for Instagram and the group as well. So we're going to have, let me take some of these off so I can, some of you have already seen this demonstration already. But some of these are going to have, like, I don't want to trim that face down anymore. Let me take the cloth off. So once it's glued on, there's going to be a gap there. So from the bottom of the ones that have like the neck gap, so you can see that one's going to have neck gap and that one's going to have neck gap. We're going to do the moss from the other book. We're going to have it trailing out. But I thought we would put some, like you could put a couple of twigs and leaves in here. And that would be, I think that would be cool. Almost like a Green Man face, but creepy baby version. So that's kind of where we're going. We'll do all of that live though. And I will probably get some of that epoxy. I got to probably wait till my next sale though. But I will get this made into book cloth and we'll get that covers covered. And then so what inspired the idea for making a creepy baby wreath was I showed these. I got them at Walmart today, and they're just as cheesy as can be. But there's a hole, obviously, so kids could put them on and see through them. But they pop out pretty easy. So whether you want to have the glasses look or not, because the handles also snap off real easy. Of course, now that I want to do it, it's not going to. Right, but so if you wanted to, you could put them on like that, or you could just pop the eyeballs out. You could put jewels in there or lighty uppy things. I have it on the list somewhere. Lucy, who's in here, recommended it the last time she was here when we were doing the creepy baby. Oh, last night I do. I love scary movies of all kinds. Classic 70s. I loved Let's Scare Jessica to Death and The Fog. More recent, the Scream franchise is one of my absolute favorites. I don't know if I've got the pad up here or if I've moved the pad somewhere else. Let me see. It's got a half page on it, so but I keep moving the pad around. It's the other one like this, but it's got a torn page on the front. I've probably said it somewhere else. I have it on the list. Oh, epoxy. I'm going to write it down again, just in case. Sometimes I don't find my notepads for weeks. Now you want a pen and you've screwed everything up here. Here we go. Epoxy. But she said it's almost like a clay where I can kind of. And then, of course, I was going to say, Friday the 13th and Halloween are where it started for me. So those have a special place in my heart. But I really, really fell in for the Scream franchise. Oh, cool. See, that's awesome. Also, I'll look that up on Amazon and figure out what I need to do. So with the creepy baby wreath, we would have some creepy baby heads, also varying sizes. We would creepy them up. I'm trying to think of a recent one that I really liked, like something that was released recently. Nothing's coming to me. But I try to watch all the new ones every year, you know. I don't go to the movies anymore. But as soon as they come out, I was really hoping that Fantasy Island. Yes, I actually really liked that. And there were a couple seasons where I was kind of on the fence. But I think they did overall a good job with it. I did not like the Netflix. Is it Netflix that did it? I also kind of, I like Scream way more than I like I Know What You Did Last Summer. But they made the I Know What You Did Last Summer series. And I liked the bones of the ideas they had. But they shoved way too much in a single season. They should have played that out over 4 or 5 seasons, all of the different arcs with the cult and everything. That fell flat for me. I did not enjoy it as much. But I really, the first 2 seasons of the Scream for Netflix were really good. I think they did a total of 4 or 5. And the third one I didn't like as much. And the last one I didn't like the first time I watched it, but then I rewatched it. And I liked it much better the second time. I think I didn't like it the first time because I was expecting a continuation. And it was a whole other storyline. I did like the movies, yeah. So there's that. And then I like kind of cheesy movies too. I love Halloween Town. And I absolutely adore Hocus Pocus. And then I did watch the slasher ones. But I felt like those were too sexually violent. Like slasher, it was just too much. It had kind of a rapey feel. A couple of the seasons. I don't know if I ever watched all of the seasons because I kind of lost interest in it. I may try it this year again. Okay, so I think we are wrapping up. We'll bring back the creepy baby heads. So yeah, so with the wreath, we'll probably pop out the eyeballs and place them near each other, and we'll give them some jewel tone irises with this, and we have the other eyeballs too. So anybody questions, concerns, ideas, last minute thoughts before we run away? There's our creepy baby whatever. 6 creepy babies. There is a 7th head wandering around here somewhere. I will find it and get it prepped up. Okay. Thank you guys for coming and spending time with me because we have been on for 3 hours and 12 minutes, guys. We knocked it out of the park tonight. So however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. You bring a ton of joy into my life. I come in here sometimes, I'm like, rah, 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 live. I don't want to do my live. And then I leave happy. Hey, Neener. Welcome and good night to you, lovely lady. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. Finger wave. The end. Right, blessings and hugs and hisses to all of you. The end. Loves you guys.